So what do you do if you're not going to compete for Top Lord event? Let's say this is the time that you're not going to compete and you're saving things up. Should you just opt out and not do anything at all? Well, I'm going to share you my strategy here today. My name is Chieftain42 and I create Rebirth of Glory content. So if you want to see more of this content, consider subscribing. And if you find my contents to be helpful, give us a thumbs up onto the video. So I'm going to give you my strategy and my approach in here. So right now, I don't really have the means to compete. I don't have a lot of resources in here to push. And I don't have enough speed ups to really take first place, because if I compete, I try to aim for first place. I competed before and we were successful, but now, it's going to take a while for us to really compete again, because I've used a lot of the necessary resources that I need. And it's also the gems that I had before, it's not enough. So you don't have to kind of completely back out of it. So I want you guys to know the phase rewards in here, the stage rewards, are really, really good in this game. So as you can see, I've already completed 2 of them right now. I got some fun tokens and as well as advanced search maps in here, battle manuals and resources that we can definitely use for later on. And I did pretty much like 10 spins so far in the fantasy roulette. So we spend about 8,400 gems in here, which is not too bad. And with that also being said, we were able to get the magic treasure stuff in here as well. But now the goal is to reach 9,000 gem spending. So I need to spend about 340 more gems in here. So when I go into fantasy roulette right now, I got 2 fun tokens in here. I don't want to use that. I've already spent 2 times on the draw 5. I want to save these fun tokens for the next round. So you don't want to spend any more in here. So what I'm going to do now is go into the merchant in here, and I need to spend a little bit. All right. So the merchant is not going to be gone for another 1 hour, 45 minutes. So that's okay. So what I'm going to do now, for me to get this reward in here, I'm not going to get the phase target. That's too high. You're going to spend way too much gems to achieve that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to retreat this gatherer in here. I should have enough at this point. If I retreat this, all right, when we go into the top lord in here, so I just need roughly a little bit more in here to get into 1.260. So I already calculated it. There we go. We got it. So there we go. We got that one. So we're done. We got the most we can get from this top lord phase ranking. You don't have to go try so hard to get this. This is just simply 1 legendary token. It's not gonna be that huge, if you're going to spend most of your gems. Rather, spend your gems whenever you're going to be really competing. So just get the bare minimums in here. And this is a really good strategy. As you can see here, I also managed to get 5 more read tokens in the event bonus in here. I'm going to keep this draw tokens. Again, I'm going to save that up for whenever we're going to compete. As you can see, whenever you spin a lucky roulette in here, it is going to be 80,000 points, which is really huge, right? So keep that in mind. So now I want to be able to get the magic treasure in here. So I need a little bit more. So roughly about, let's say, let me look at that again. So about 340 gems that I need to spend. Let's go buy everything that is, resources. That was a really good, wow, that was a really good one right now. All right, so let's see. Nothing that is for sale for gems much in here. Let's refresh that. And buy, wow, these are really good ones right now as we're recording. All right, buy all these. I buy these. And then 192, that's good. Buy the discounted ones in here. And there is nothing else in here. So 192, right? So we need a little bit more onto the magic treasure. So I'm just going to do a 1 refresh in here. Ideally, you don't want to refresh it, but since we got really good deal, I have to refresh this. All right, so I'm gonna click refresh and just buy this one. I think we should hit it already, or we're really, really close. Wow, that is absolutely super close. So we just need to spend 13 at this point. So you know what? I'm just going to go and buy this one right there. And then we got it. We get some extra rewards. We're going to get extra 5 more legendary tokens in here. So as you can see, in this event, I spend 9,000 gems exactly in here. A little bit change. And we got really huge rewards from this. So you don't have to necessarily try to compete to get the rewards in here. Just get to the bare minimum, and you have to have some self-control as well. Sometimes when we try to compete or we try to get these rewards into the game, you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm getting all these rewards. I got to keep going. No, you got to stop. You got to pace yourself, and you got to understand, how do I set myself up to success in the next events? And in this type of strategy, you're going to see that you're going to be more successful in trying to compete for the next events in here. Now, as you can see, phase 3 is coming up. And once phase 3 hits, we're going to try to get all of the phase targets rewards, but we're not going to drain ourselves trying to compete for phase 3. And when we go to see other phases in here, we're only going to try to see what we can target in the phase target rewards and get the best we can. Again, you don't want to drain yourself. There are certain phase rewards that you got to give up. Like this one, I'm just going to give this up because it's not going to be worth for me to spend more gems that I can use for later to compete. Because if you manage to win, first place in here, right? If you manage to win first place on overall ranking, you're going to get 200 Aaron tokens, and that is huge, to which you can also use it whenever there is the, I think it was phase 4 rankings. I think it's phase 4 onto the upgrade of heroes. You're going to get more points for that as well. So you got to have a strategy when you're playing this type of game, and you cannot just be head on and just, I'm going to use everything I got. So you have to pace yourself, have a self-control into the game. So if you're one of those guys who just admit it, if you're one of those guys that you want to just consume everything and not hoard things and not kind of strategize, well, I hope this video is going to help you and make you understand that, hey, you do need to do that for you to get the most rewards out of the game. And if you don't care about getting the most rewards out of the game, then that's completely fine as well. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope this is actually helpful. Let me know in the comment section. Your strategy, is it very different than mine? Let me know.